Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to some more Neophyte. I haven't played this in a couple of months, and I figured I'd check in, see how it's going, and maybe get a busted build going. So what do we want to do? Fireball, burst, or power fist? Burst. Bubble the target position, fireball, projectile towards the target, or power fist. I like the idea of fireball today. Let's see, storm bow, lightning, electrical bow, release towards, release to fire an arrow, or lava chakra. Yeah, let's just go fire today. Alright, what else do we have? I don't think we have too much. Okay, so this just gives me the orbitals, which I'm really curious to see how viable the orbitals are as like a build. Unfortunately, I think they run themselves out a little bit, but who knows. I might be able to do it. I might be able to figure it out. Oh, you know what I should do? The age-old Wanderbot thing of turning on the sound effects a bunch. I know, they're just gonna get to me. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Now, can I have as many of these as I want? Or do they run out? I have no idea. I know the potions go away. But maybe that's about it. I like this group. Nice and dense. Easy to fireball. Though my fireball AoE could be a bit bigger. But that's okay. Right, I do have a dash. What do we got in the chest? Chest has got, backstab? Dashing through enemies marks them for a little while. Interesting. Or, no, that's backstab. This is life per second. I like life per second. Fire elemental. Whenever you cast a fire spell, you gain 2.5% crit chance and 5% crit damage for 7 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. I mean, I like that. There's also sumo. Next spell you cast knocks back and does damage equal to 50 plus 220% of your bonus max life. Refreshes after 2 seconds. See, like, sumo and unnatural vitality work really well together. But I'll go for the fire elemental, all the same. Let's see, crit hit chance? Yeah, let's go for kind of a crit build. And then I'm gonna re-roll backstab. Let's see, crit chance is increased by 8.5%. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have a pretty high crit chance for today. We'll see if it's actually wise, but, it seems like it can do a lot of damage at the very least. And yeah, crit chance goes up to 34% as I cast more and more fire spells. Okay, stay away from these enemies a little bit. I'm safe enough. Woo. The blue boys split. I'm on difficulty level 2 now, and it has elite enemies, which have unique effects that I do not know. I guess I should probably go out of my way to kill these guys. There we go. Alright, and what do we get? Let's see, teleport defensive, some max life, might be good. See, while your mana is above 80%, your power is increased by 15, you have a 20% chance to evade incoming damage. Tempting. Basic spells do more damage, or you heal for 18% of the mana you spend. I'm actually going to grab Essence Shift. That sounds really good. Crit hit damage, crit hit chance. I'm going to re-roll these two, see what we get. Some movement speed ain't bad, and Earth Wall. It's fine. I don't know how much I care for it. I'll probably try and swap it out for something. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like the blue boys split the first time you hit them. And so you get 3 instead. Which is, you know, potentially an issue. Okay, stay away from the bombs. As bombs are bad. Oops. Stay away from that. Alright. I certainly like the idea of the Earth Wall. The execution, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, and I'm just gonna kind of run through. Oh, I forgot how jazzy the soundtrack for this game is. Okay, just scoot through. Yeah, the fire chakrams are great for cutting through a group. And as long as they move fast and don't linger too much, it's a good way for me to kind of just blast through real quick. Okay, so it doesn't look like the It doesn't look like the bombs do friendly fire, which is a bit of a downer, but whatever. Alright. Do them in. I'm not feeling too worried about the elite enemies so far. Yet. Alright, pop this open, get some attack speed, get some mana per second. Yeah, I'll take both of those. Let's see. Max mana increased by 50 whenever an enemy dies, restore mana, or whenever you collect a healing potion, deal 400% of its max healing potential as damage to enemies in 5 tiles. Ah, these are tough. This is interesting for bonus damage, but I think I'm gonna go for Dark Thirst. We definitely do need to get some better attack, like attack spells at some point, but eh. I wonder if I could actually use this to generate... Oop. Well, it's fine. I've got health over time. I don't really need to worry too much about taking, like, small amounts of damage. As long as I don't take too much, we're good. Okay, there we go. Alright. I'll bite. Here's a question. Can I spec much more aggressively into being a flaming wrecking ball man? I might be able to? It certainly seems to do a ton of damage to them. Okay, he's enraged. Don't need to worry about it. Stay away from most of this. The only immediate problem is, can't shoot on the run. But maybe that's fine. Alright. Got a spell slot. We have Shooting Star. I do not like it. Max life. Spontaneous combustion. Crits ignite enemies, dealing damage. I like that. Blessing of Brutality or Blood Pact. No, I'm gonna go for spontaneous combustion. Okay. The life per second is kind of tempting, but I think I'm just gonna reroll a lot of this. Crit damage, static discharge. I don't know. I might just... Oh, I don't think I can skip it. Movement speed or power. Just go for the raw power, and I'm just gonna leave static discharge there. Oh, I have no choice. Alright. I gotta figure out if static discharge is even that really, is even that good. I should have been paying attention to its, how it works, but that's fine. Okay, so I can't actually hit his lock thing, but that's fine. I don't really expect to. I'm so glad enemy projectiles are kind of slow. Oh, poison, took some damage. Yeah, it's a bit of a notch. Grab the potion, don't worry about it. Drop the wall. Kind of my goal to get rid of as many of the basic goons as I can. Oh, we don't have enough mana for static discharge. Whoops. That's a good AoE, and can be played pretty quickly if I need to. Or don't want to kick around for too long. Now let's get rid of the ranged boys. Because those are definitely the most dangerous. No. Nah, I didn't need the potion anyway. Yup. Okay, wow, that was some serious damage. Unfortunately, that was some serious damage leveraged onto me. Thank you for... Grab that. Alright, we're good. There we go. Okay, static discharge is way better. We've defeated the boss. Sick. It's way better than I was expecting. I'm still very much a burning man, as I have minimal choice. Hopefully I can swap it out. Oh, I was expecting I get a reward. Maybe I get it at the beginning of this. There it is. Okay, attack speed's okay. Lightning spell, 10 max mana and mana regen, eh. Healing potions drop more after traversing 7 tiles next spell you cast, or... Every 10 mana you spend shocks a random enemy within 6 tiles, dealing 90% of your power's lightning damage. I kinda like Conduit. But I think I'm just gonna re-roll all of these and see what we get. Whenever you take 30 damage, all cooldown timers are reduced. I'll take it. Mana per second. Life regen. All damage you deal increased by 25%. Attack speed is reduced. Or melee and ranged resistances are reduced. Power is reduced by 25. Killing enemies during combat increases your melee and ranged resistance up to... Ooh. Yeah, I'll go Reaper. And 3% crit chance? Probably. Cooldown speed is kind of tempting, but not really my limitation. Okay, the other thing we might want to consider is actually just stacking a whole bunch of mana, since I get mana for free. Alright, there we go. It's interesting, I find the holiday season for game releases kind of weirdly freeing. Ooh, ouch. It's one of those where, how would I describe it? Ooh, okay, that whole take damage, get your cooldowns reduced, is actually like absurdly good for highfalutin spells and abilities. There we go. Don't take too much damage. There we go. Just get rid of the flies. Luckily, my like overall damage is pretty banging, which I'm kind of surprised by. There we go. Anyway, leading up to the holidays, there's not a whole lot of game releases. Back when I was just doing Let's Play series, it was a little bit more dangerous. I like it. Power, basic spells do more damage. Dash further. Ghost form. I think I'm just gonna re-roll the lot. Okay, so we get Conduit, which actually is kind of good. During combat, hard familiars tethered to you whenever you heal or regenerate 20 life. Pulse 40 fire damage to all enemies, which is pretty good. Whenever you cast an elemental damage spell, gain 2 power, stacks up to 10 times. Casting a damage spell of a different element removes all stacks after a little bit. Okay, so I'd have to give up elemental discharge. Does arcane count as an element? Probably. So I could gain up to 20 power. I'm still thinking Dragonheart is probably my best option, though. Or we do Unnatural Vitality for a bunch of extra HP. No, let's go for Dragonheart. Free bonus damage. We should probably start scaling my HP, though. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Okay. Just do that, enrage a bit, blast a lot of them. There we go. I've got enough regen that I don't think we need to worry too much. Okay, and I'm more or less just going to keep the chakrams around myself while shooting fireballs into their midst. Because fireball doesn't cost me any mana. And so I can more or less just keep both of these up. The fire shield to just wreck everything, and the fireballs... Or, fire shield to prevent anything from getting too close to me for too terribly long. And the fireballs to actually do things in. I'm hoping I can actually upgrade the spell or something, give it a bigger AoE. I feel like that would really, absolutely, I don't want to say like recontextualize things, but it would rock. So what else we got? It's the attack speed by 10%, power increased by 12 for each equipped spell on cooldown, mana cost reduced by 15%. I don't really care for most of these. But I might want to grab the mana regen. No, actually, I don't. We need maximum mana. Casting basic spells restores 6 mana. Or Death Defiance. Yeah, let's go for Invigorating Strike. And regen. Alright. Because yeah, I can more or less just alternate between these two spells. It's not the most efficient, but I turned into one hell of a wrecking ball. Okay, we should probably go out of our way to kill these Slimers. And just get in there. Alright. So far, so good. Don't care too much about damage yet. This area isn't too strong. And stuff like poison doesn't really bother me. There we go. Yeah, that dragon heart. Clobbers? I mean, every aspect of this actually is like a really good build. I don't know, I was trying to talk about this yesterday when I was playing Tiny Rogues. But I've really enjoyed this trend of roguelikes that intentionally go out of their way to make you feel powerful. Bullet Heavens, I would say, have like a decent influence on this, but I'd almost say like Hades is probably the bigger influence. I should probably just play some Hades again at some point. Ooh, Trailblazer. Set the ground on fire. Yes. Shooting Star. Eh. Mana per second. Eh. Power. No. Death Defiance. Nah. Malaise. Nah. Okay, what do we got? Lightning damage increased. Eh. Damage to deal is okay. Flee and Fear. Electric Field. I'm gonna snag that. Gonna put Electric Field there. Grab that crit damage, which is good. I'm honestly thinking let's grab Heavy Hitter. I don't need to attack that quickly. And let's keep gaining some maximum life here. My main thoughts are the bonus damage is probably really good for the Fire Trail and the Heart, since those aren't affected by attack speed anyway. There we go. There we go. Static Field is interesting. I like the idea of being, like, keyed into one element. I think that actually could have been a really cool build, but I need more spells to actually make that work. Okay, I am perpetually poisoned here, but I don't think that's really stopping me. Okay, let's, get rid of those guys real quick. And none of that, you. I don't like getting shot at. Yeah, that static field is actually, like, really good. I wonder if I can actually equip 2 of those. So that might be worth it. Still not quite as worth it as more fire, so like if we get the meteor spell, I'm going for it. Okay, what do we have? Whenever you spend mana, gain 2% mana. Nah. Float while channeling. Nah. Whenever you take damage, ooh. Deal 100% of that unmitigated amount as arcane damage to all enemies. I'm gonna grab Reflect. That sounds maybe useful. Let's go for the maximum mana. Reroll both of these for even more maximum mana and move speed. If we get the thing that gives me maximum mana into health, I think I'm gonna probably pick it up. Alright, we got a boss fight. Now this is the Grub Mother. Normally the Grub Mother, the Matriarch, sorry. Normally the Matriarch is a bit of a concern. But I find some of my builds at least are just like maximum aggro. And I think this is going to be one of them. We want to get rid of the slime guys to some degree, just because the slime guys are a genuine pain to have to kind of contend with. Okay. Get rid of the slimes. Do horrible things to the matriarch. Ooh, right. That's why it's a pain. It summons those things. I don't like those things. And it's dead. I don't like those things, but it's not a problem when you are just maximum aggro. There we go. I thought the fire chakrams were going to be just kind of okay. No, they're really good. Alright, so what do we have? Stormbow. Right, I didn't like that one. After dashing next spell, it's okay. Attack speed, eh. Elemental devotion, toughness, or let's go on natural vitality. That's a bunch. And I'm gonna go for the life per second just because. Reroll these. Blur, while moving, chance to evade equal to my movement speed, max health, and shooting star, which I don't really care too much about, but still. Now, is there a final level after this one, or is this actually just kind of the end of it? It might actually just be the end of it. Honestly, it's fine, though. I apologize if this ends up being a shorter episode because I rock too hard, but at the same time, oh well. Now, if I remember right, these, like, spinning blade enemies are actually kind of a doozy. Never mind. Not really much of a doozy. I've got a lot of HP, and I'm pretty strong. So I can kind of just clobber my way through. I was really hoping I could get the meteor spell on top of all of this, but whatever, it's fine. I am just a Beyblade. I'm just a Beyblade with a gun. When I was a kid, Beyblades was fairly popular. I don't think it was as popular as Pokemon, and oddly enough, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Never really caught on at my school. Like, I was, well, my middle school, yes. My, elementary school, not so much so. Maybe too early, or maybe just a lot of kids couldn't get into anime, I'm not sure. Let's see. Get max life. Even more max life, maybe. 15 seconds when in combat, ring of vines around you, don't care. Or move speed. Like, some max life would be nice, but I don't think I care. Cooldown speed. Crit strike chances increased by, ooh, that's a lot. Whenever you cast 3 spells, a spread of projectiles are launched towards the target direction. Can I see Blessing of Accuracy 1? So it would increase... No, I think I'm gonna go Hail of Blades. It's probably not the right call. But I'm gonna be kind of a Storm of Knives, and it seems like a good idea to just stack more abilities that add passive damage chances. Especially because those knives might crit. They might have the potential to crit. Also, we might want to get a little bit more movement speed. That dodge chance seems to be proportional to how fast I'm moving. So if I'm actually, like, going at full speed, it's a 26% chance to move, and I bet I could get that to be much, much higher if I was quick. Oh, yeah, it's just 4 times whatever my speed is. And so when I'm just attacking like this, I'm pretty slow. But if I actually stop attacking and start moving, my dodge chance goes up to, like, yeah, 25, 29%. Probably too late to build for that, but it'd be interesting to go for, like, a full dodge chance hyper movement build someday, just for the sake of it. There we go. Probably be killing these things, but honestly, doesn't matter. I've got enough random passive damage sources that I can just kind of pull through things, and I don't really need to bother with Electric Field. Alright, so what do we have? Well, Elemental Devotion, eh. Mana cost reduced, which is actually kind of tempting. During combat, you lay mines as you move, last 12 seconds and explode. After laying 16 mines... Huh, that's interesting. And efficiency is actually really tempting. I'm gonna reroll. All of these are kind of good, but could be better. All damage reduced when channeling, not very good. Whirling Death, actually kind of good, but not amazing. Max mana increased more, damage from enemies is reduced, or Blessing of Accuracy. I'll go for the Blessing of Accuracy. I'm just gonna go for more max mana. I could have gone for the perk, but I think the massive amount of crit chance is probably more practical. Maybe. Oh, it's you. I remember you. Those things hurt. Okay. Yeah, do not stand in the lasers. The lasers are like the single deadliest thing in this game. Luckily, I can just become Wrecking Man. Wrecking Man Ball. And not have to worry about it too much. Just find laser fly and just wreck it. Actually, it looks like I'm getting enough mana that I can actually just start mashing the shift button as well, and occasionally throw out my static field. It's not perfect. But it is an option, and it does a lot of damage because I've become silly. There we go. We've got, well, it's movement speed. I like movement speed. What else do we have? Healing potions. Damage increased by 20% based on how far... Now, ooh. We definitely want that, though. I'll go for the movement speed, and... yeah, let's go for the cooldown. Mana regen ain't that helpful, but still. Oh, baby. Behold. There we go. Oh, that hurt. I think I got a full face of saw blade, which ain't great. But that's fine. I've got a lot of HP for a reason. I was kind of hoping I'd get Sumo to show up. I probably should have picked Sumo after all, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Busted build roguelikes are the best. They're also... it's really weird, too, because, like, I've noticed roguelikes have become tremendously cheaper. I should go back and actually try some of the other ones, like go back and play Warm Snow at some point. Because I know some of my friends really like that game. Unfortunately, I think it just didn't have the best, it wasn't the most photogenic game. Which was a bit of an issue. But I know that one had pretty busted builds. More damage to enemies nearby, tempting. Expert spells do more damage, max life increase, thick hide. Mana per second. I can do without. Alright, Potions Master, Grasping Vines. The extra max mana is nice. Life regen, cooldown speed, mana cost. What is the cooldown on this? There is no cooldown. I think I'm actually gonna just go for efficiency more than anything else. Because I'm mostly limited based on my mana regen for Lava Chakram. And Electric Fields, I just get cooldown back by taking damage. Don't need to worry about it too much. Alright. And Clock Boy's up. Now, obviously this is where things can go possibly dire. But I do a lot of damage. And I have a decent amount of survivability. Huh. My cooldown is actually fast enough that I can actually get multiple of these electric fields down. I'm just gonna start owning that, I guess, rather than trying to be conservative with something that I don't need to worry about. Okay, do I have to worry about the laser bees? Oh, especially when there's a lot of them. There was another one up here. Nope. Seems to have just pieced. Nice part is... Oh, wait, no, that's his fire. We both have fire. Mine is just slightly oranger. And he dead. Hell yeah. Here's the question. Is that the end of the run, or do we have more content afterwards? Because I feel like these runs could be maybe like one level longer. Nope. Looks like we got to it. Tougher enemies. Cool. This game's freaking fun, man. I am so looking forward to seeing more of this. It definitely needs a greater amount of variety. And maybe like a little bit more build control, like a second reroll or a banish. But honestly, it's fine. Alright. Drain soul. Enemies within 4 tiles are sundered, slowing their attack and movement speed. Soul fragments attract towards you, healing you 3% of your max health when collected. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Time leak. After casting a cooldown spell, a clock is launched into the air. Catching it reduces the cooldown timers of all equipped spells by 5 seconds. Damn. Bookworm. Next tome you collect grants you double the stat bonus. This effect refreshes at the end of combat and can only occur up to 5 times. Neat. I like those unlocks. I wonder how many more unlocks I have to go. Let's see. If I continue, what happens? Does it just bring me back? Yeah, it brings me back. Alright, well, one way or another, that was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game goes. And knowing it's only in version 0.0.2 is nothing short of exciting to me. But, for now at least, I'm still sick, so I'm gonna give my voice a rest. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.